E aí, gurizada, Kawasaki na Zanga Motos, porque cava é vida.
Will probably change, but it might not. We'll see what happens over the course of the weekend. But the 50. 15-second board is up, and Steve Mathis, Paul Pamex, alongside me, Paul Malin, to call the SX2 final and the SX1 final in a few moments' time as well. Moss getting his head down, trying to get a rolling start as well. Looks like it may pay off for him as well. But again, there's your man, Isuti, as Moss takes riders wide.
Yeah, Moss was very aggressive in that first turn there, trying to make something happen. But Isuti gets it again, absolutely.
So Isuti up the inside, but 3 Cowies heading through the whoops. I think Moss to the outside. Isuti leads though. Blos to the outside in the purple. Almost lost balance coming through that right-hander in Muskan's scrub turn, if you like, which is where it cost him time in the Super Pole, and he fell again there in the main event just a moment ago. But we'll get the riders over the line. But it's Isuti who leads. Blos is in second. He's in a good position at the moment. Julian Lebeau is in third. Owen is in 5th place in the yellow, just behind Colin Park, who is in 4th place. So through the whoops, Isuti, or will it be Blos by the end of the whoop section?
Isuti really hanging in here stronger than he has in the first 2 races, where Blos made the pass and took off. So it's been impressive here.
Yeah, aggressive move down the inside. I thought he was going to get squeezed further and further to the inside there, but Isuti giving him too much room there. Blos leads on this first official lap.
And Jace Owen just sneaks into 3rd right there in the whoop section. So again, 3 for 3. This has been the running order, all 3 of these SX2 right now. Blos, Isuti, and Owen. I'd look for Owen to get by Isuti like he has in the previous 2.
And Jace Owen striking early here, coming out of the final turn onto the finish line jump. Can he cut back to the inside? No. Isuti reads it well. There might be another chance to cut back here in this right-hander, and that's exactly what Owen is doing here, and he does. He pays it back with interest. Drag race through the whoops, and Owen maintains that 2nd place.
So now, I mean, if you're Chris Blos, like, you've got a nice little lead here on Jace Owen and everybody. It's looking like it's playing out just like the other races, but you know, you do have some breathing room here. Yes, you could let Owen get you if you make a mistake.
Colin Park moving up into 3rd place, so Yannis Isuti then not making a mistake, but just leaving the door open enough for Colin Park. Don't really know too much about him from the US.
Yeah, US kid, really, really good. This is his only 2nd year pro. He's a big kid. He rides a 450 normally, and so I'm thinking his size hurts him a little bit for the starts here. This has been his best start that he's gotten all night long. He's had to work through the pack, so yeah, he rides for Phoenix Honda over there. He's an impressive kid. He's really nice, and he's got some good finishes. But again, he's a big for a 250, so this is a good job by him.
And he's in 3rd, and Isuti now under pressure from Moss. So Moss into 5th. Remember, he got 2 riders, went from 8th to 6th in race 1. He finished 4th in race 2. He's picked off Isuti, but Isuti getting the better of him through the rhythm section here and maintaining that 4th place at the moment. The 2nd rider in shot here. Well, the lead rider in shot now, 170 on the Kawasaki.
Hey, don't look now, but Jace Owen is creeping up on Chris Blos right now, so that's good. We'll keep an eye on that.
And for those who don't know, Jace Owen, a Prince of Paris winner, 2018, 2019.
Yeah, something like that.
It was here, actually.
Yep.
18, the 2nd time we ran here. Same night that Anderson won.
And Chris is still missing that rhythm section after the triple. Chris isn't able to go 2-3-3 like the other guys. He's either over jumping or under jumping it. That same thing happened in that 2nd main event. So let's see if he can get that down this lap, because it is costing him some time.
Short.
Yep.
And lost too much time, and all of a sudden Jace Owen right onto the rear wheel. So Americans 1, 2, and 3 here, but Chris Blos under pressure at the head of the field, riding 66 on that Kawasaki. Jace Owen right where he wants to be. Can he come away with a race win tonight?
Couldn't do it there either, and Owen was so close to him he couldn't pull the trigger either. But yeah, if it gets later, those guys are not going to be scared to do just that. Colin Park is creeping up on both of them.
Impressive ride from Park this time around. Good start, and he's gaining in confidence every single lap.
Absolutely. Blos really hits the whoops well that lap. There's Jace Owen sneaking on the inside. Park not that far behind. Americans 1, 2, 3 right now. Matt Moss, the Australian, has kind of dropped back a little bit, hasn't he?
For the amount of soft dirt that's on the racetrack, offering a lot of traction, it's also starting to polish up coming out of some of those corners as well, and on those jump faces. So riders having to be very wary, throttle control, and actually Chris Blos just starting to pull clear. Owen under attack from Colin Park. This is for second place. The two Americans. Wheel tap there on the run towards the finish line. I don't know why, they just can't seat bounce like a 450 there.
Yeah,
and clear it.
Just not enough grunt on the 250s, right? A little bit slower there. And so it looks like Moss is fourth on our screen, but he's not on the live screen. So Matt Moss, Australian rider on the Kawasaki, is fourth right now behind Colin Park. You just don't see it. And Asudi is in fifth, so go on back down from there.
Yeah, Moss has jumped back into fourth there. So last time around a 46.4, 3/10 slower than Chris Blows, who put in his best lap of the race that time around. About 8/10 quicker. His gap now creeping back out towards 2 seconds, which is where he's been most of the night over the rest of the field. Chris Blows.
And Blows nails the 2.33 here for the first time in a couple of main events. So if he's doing that, I don't see where Jay Sohn and Colin Park can make up time, because Chris' whoop speed is as good as those guys, if not a little better. So once he gets that rhythm down, which he just did, that's huge for him. 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the final SX2 main event.
Plus a lap, and he's 1.4 seconds clear of Jace Owen. Colin Park is there, but look at Matt Moss there. 1:02 closing in. The Australian is getting the measure of the three Americans ahead of him at the moment, and he may just run out of time, or he may manage to bag another position here. He's got better as the night has gone on, so too has Colin Park. But Blows and Owen, the two sort of mainstays in this SX2 category.
And Blows got it again, so 2.33 right there. Yeah, Matt has been put in late charges, as you made mention of earlier. He's done some late charges in the race, so it seems like it's going okay for him later. So yeah, Colin Park right in front of him, not far behind.
Have you seen how rutted the takeoff is on the finish line jump now? So there's probably about 10 ruts. You'll see it as the riders come through next time around. Looks pretty rutty, right on the base, right in the center as well. But a good charge this from Matt Moss. What were the lap times last time around? 46.5, 46.9, 47.0, and a 47.1 for Blows, Owen, Park, and Moss that time around.
And Asudi was the fastest guy that last lap. So yeah, look at Asudi, he's still got something left.
Yeah, his fastest lap of the race.
His fastest lap, yep. Fastest guy on the track right now. But yeah, Blows, once he's gotten that 2.33 down, I think he's been able to maintain this lead on these other guys, and it's smooth sailing for Chris Blows, who told us all he was going to retire, Malin, in America, and then he's still racing.
Amazing. How old is he, actually? Is he one of those young retiree type guys?
No, I think he's about 32 or so. Right. Yeah, 32 years old. And, you know, we had kind of said it was his last race in America, and then Bud Racing guys, a French team, picked him up for a World Supercross, picks him up here, and he's rewarding these guys. He was really good at UK and Australia, and now he's good here tonight in Paris.
So then next year we'll see him in the French Supercross Championship, and then Paris, and then...
I think that's what we're looking at. Oh, battle for seconds, tightening up here a little bit. Colin Park getting his third win behind Jace Owen, and a minute 34 plus a lap to go, and Matt Moss lurks right there. So yeah, things are getting a little tight for Jace Owen right now.
Yeah, he was 3/10 slower than Park, his pursuer, that time around. We've got another lap to click off here. Look at the ruts here now. Face the jump there.
Yeah.
So 47.27, it was only a couple tenths in it, a couple hundredths in it that time around. So these two now matching each other line for line, and pretty much to the 10th, 100th of a second. And Matt Moss doesn't seem to have the legs in the leg stages of this race. These guys are not making it easy for him, though, not making any mistakes.
They're not. You know, it's interesting, too. Jace Owen rode for Club MX Yamaha this past year in America. Well, he's going to Phoenix Honda for 2023. His teammate will be Colin Park, the man in third right now. So these guys are new teammates in America for 2023.
You're a wealth of knowledge, sir.
Some say. Others don't.
So 2 laps to go.
Look at those ruts in that corner. You're absolutely right, Paul. You picked that up early on. Dirt is always good here in Paris, always really good. You raced here years ago, and you've been in a ton of these. Riders like it. They enjoy the dirt. But, yeah, there is some of these ruts for sure.
In your 17 in a row campaign coming to Paris, because you know, 17 in a row, and Matt Moss closing back in again. Do the riders favour day one over day two? Does the track get better? Does the traction become, because obviously the dirt, they bring it in, does it dry out over the sort of 24, 48 hours that it's in here?
Yeah, it does. It does dry out. It gets hard packed. It gets a little bit of a base tomorrow, and things get a little easier for him. it doesn't get as ruddy. It gets a little easier to ride. You'll see that tomorrow, the guys too, they only get one practice, and that's all they need. They're fine with it. You know, they're not wishing to get more practices. Everything's kind of settled in.
Yeah, because obviously tomorrow is 3 till 7, our live broadcast local time. Today was 7 till what should be around about 11 o'clock when we're off air. See the sparks there as, I guess, the titanium just catching maybe a rock in the dirt there, a lap ago from Colin Park.
Yeah, I've seen some of that coming up. Oh, look at Mass Moss. Final lap, by the way, for Chris Blow. It's going to go 3 for 3. And look, Chris is a great rider. There's no doubt about it. But I am impressed with the dominance he's had tonight. Like, if you had told me he went 1-1-1, but was involved in battles with Jace Owen and Matt Moss, I'd say, okay, I get it. But he's really been the dominant rider tonight. Good job for Chris Blows and the Bud Racing team.
Absolutely. And they put a lot of effort into this race as well, being a home round for him, Bud Racing Kawasaki. But out of the final turn, Chris Blows is going to go 3 for 3. He's going to make it 3 wins in a row here on day 1 at Paris-La-Défense here, Nanterre, on the outskirts of the City of Lights. Jace Owen second, Colin Park third, Matt Moss, Yannis Asuti, and then we will have Julian Lebeau on a Kawasaki, not a KTM, and then Brice Malin, the championship leader coming into this weekend, Lucas Ambert, Quentin Prunier, and Hugo Manzato. Nick Durkall will just miss out on the top 10, finishing in 11th place. Thomas Doe, what happened to him? 9 laps he lasted, so missed the last 3.
Very unlike Thomas Doe to not be up front, right? But had definitely had a bad race, and something went on with him there, but that's unfortunate for Thomas Doe. Justin Starling, too, American rider, had a very good 450 Supercross season in 2022. He's been off the pace a little bit here tonight.
Yeah, because he wasn't even in the top 10 in the classification before this third and final race of the night. So we're going to have podium ceremonies here this evening then. So Chris Blows, let's get these up here.